Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to my fashion bunker. Many of you have been asking me about my Chanel double flap, timeless classic, Caviar, gold hardware, wear and tear. Well, I was planning on doing this somewhere in April, which is when I purchased the bag a year ago. So the bag isn't a year old yet, but let's dig into it, shall we, and see how it's been holding on. First of all, I always keep it packed like this. This is the way I protect it in its original Chanel pouch, the timeless classic pouch. So the chain is in here in the top pouch, you can see it. And then I use the little kind of glove thingy on top here to protect it. I mean, I just like protect it as much as I can. And then all of it goes into this plastic bag, and it's really, literally, but if you do something like this, the plastic bag needs to have holes. Mine has like 2 holes here and there. So that's just to avoid this getting, you know, too much dust or what have you. Okay, so let's get the bag out. Now, granted, I have the small, not the medium, not the jumbo, not the maxi. What does this mean? This means that it's much more easy for me to protect this bag. What does this mean? This means protect it from scratches and bumps and, you know, hitting, you know, when you're wearing it, the bag hitting left and right. Now, I do wear it as a crossbody bag on my chest, so that protects it even more. So the bigger the bag and the smaller you are, the more you're going to have to protect it. The wear and tear, however, on my particular bag now, it's how many months old? So yeah, it's around 11 months old. You know, almost a year. It's almost a year old. It still can't walk. Didn't learn how to walk yet, but it's getting there. It's a toddler. Let's check out the bottom corners. I never put this bag on the floor, meaning it never touches the floor. So that automatically means that none of these bits here can get damaged. I protect the bag like that. I'm very, very, very specific about it. The back of the bag, that's how it looks like. It's still in pristine condition. I do not wear anything with studs, rhinestones, glitter, whatever have you, that could kind of rub off. I could rub against the bag and hurt it or harm it. What else can I say? I tend not to use hand cream when I'm managing the bag because I don't want the gold to be in any sort of way irritated, or I don't know what can happen. A lot of things can happen to the bag. The gold hardware in the front is still immaculate. The Caviar is perfect. Oh yeah, one thing I have to mention though. A lot of you have been asking me tips, like, Dacob, what should I purchase? The Lambskin or the Caviar? A lot of you also say, oh, we've seen Caviar bags or Lambskin bags, you know, vintage, and usually the vintage Lambskin looks in better shape than vintage Caviar. Why is that? Why is that if everybody keeps telling us that Caviar is more resistant than Lambskin is? Well, this is where everybody is very wrong. Not in the sense that Lambskin is not resistant and Caviar is resistant, but people are very wrong in the notion and concept of how Caviar and Lambskin resist the test of time. Let me get into detail about this. Lambskin leather does show signs of use quicker than Caviar. So if you were to, you know, pass by with your nail or something, you're going to see a little, like a scratch, you're going to see a line, you're going to see a little shadow. These are all things that mostly with these little microfiber pouches, which are kind of like gloves, you could kind of buff those surface scratches, those light surface scratches out. But since we are taught and brainwashed from the start that lambskin is extremely delicate and Caviar isn't, we have this tendency, this subconscious tendency to baby lambskin more than our Caviar bags. Hence, my personal theory is this, that if you are told the day that you buy your bag let's say we have person A, person B. Person A decides today to buy the lambskin. Person B decides to buy the caviar. Person A is told lambskin is more fragile than caviar. Person B is told caviar is less fragile than lambskin. So they both leave, person A, person B leave the store. 5 years later, the result, what is the result of the bag, of the usage of the bag of person A and person B? Person A with the lambskin has a bag that's in better condition than the bag that person B has. I personally think it has to do with the fact that if you are brainwashed and said that caviar leather is less delicate, you're going to treat it with less caution than you're going to treat lambskin. And that's where the mistake lies. Caviar will not show sign as quickly as lambskin, but caviar is nevertheless a very delicate leather. I have an example of lambskin here, my seasonal extra mini classic flap. Well, it's not classic. Well, it is classic. It's considered classic even though it's seasonal. It has a special shape. I baby both of them like crazy. Like I baby them extremely. And I know some friends of mine that baby lambskin more than caviar, and then caviar ends up showing more use, more wear and tear. Because it's leather. Lambskin is extremely durable and malleable, so you could stretch it, you could do a lot to it. It's going to stay, it's going to keep its buttery shape, even though it's going to show some marks. Caviar is going to show less immediate use, but if you keep bumping into stuff with it, sooner or later the leather itself is going to weaken. And that's something that won't happen with lambskin because you're not going to bump, you're not going to bump into things with this bag because you're going to take much more care of it. It's a psychological thing. So, to end the debate, my personal opinion is that both lambskin and caviar are fragile in the same way. They're going to show use with time if you don't treat both of them with a lot of attention. They do require attention. Not just because they're leather, but also because, I mean, they are very elegant bags. You should kind of take care for them. And never overstuff your bags, guys. I keep saying that. Now let's see how the bag has been holding up inside. I always keep this little zipper pull closed in that direction. It always has its little felt on top so that it doesn't dent into here. And in fact, after a year, we're doing pretty well over there, I would say. Then what else I do? I have my, whenever I don't use the bag, I put the original Chanel tissue paper with the card, with the serial number wrapped in there. And inside, it does not show any use at all. I do not put anything in this little pocket. Neither do I put anything in this pocket or this pocket. I only use the main compartment. I also never use this pocket here either. So basically that's all I use, and the inside, let's try to open it. This poor bag, I hate doing this to it, but there you have it. It's kind of hard to, well, what is there to see? There's not much to see. It's very clean, and I, never overstuff it. I never use the pocket in the back here. Just don't have any use for it. The secret letter compartment is a pain in the butt, honestly. I would avoid having it all together, especially on the small. It's so tiny. Like literally there's nothing you can put in there. So this zipper is just kind of a reason of problem and fear because, this zipper kind of dents into the leather there. So you got to always be very, very cautious about it, which I am. But it's one of those things you just, when I bought the bag, I just decided I ain't going to use these pockets. All I do is use the main compartment, and that's it. I do not use the back pocket either. There you have it. This to me is more like, because of its size, and it's more of yeah, you could call it an accessory, like a necklace of sorts or something. So I do put the essentials in here, my wallet, I would put my phone in there, I would put my cards in there, a tissue, sunglasses, if they're really small without their pouch, then they could also fit in here, and that's it. Basically, and you're good to go. And then you either have another bigger bag with you on the go, and this one is just more of a kind of a beautiful accessory that kind of lays here on your chest. But more it is not. And of course, to me, more than just a bag, this is a timeless piece that represents not just an era, but represents, you know, the world of style and fashion, and a lot of thought and love and effort and also luck went into designing and creating this bag. Hence, my hat goes off to it and a lot of respect goes to it. And for those of you who think that this is a bag only for the ladies, you could not be more wrong. Chanel did get inspired by both male military outfits and male jockeys for the matelassé and the leather concept of the bag. Hence the kilting and the leather cut, the rectangular shape. Everything about this bag is indeed extremely masculine. She did design it to create an androgynous bag and also to free women finally from them always having to hold something in their hands. By making a bag that's bigger, you could put on your shoulder, you could actually have both hands free. That's another idea that Chanel got from the male bags of the time. So, anytime I hear or read a comment of somebody making fun of a guy wearing a Chanel bag, like the classic, timeless classic, a part in me or of me laughs a lot. Out loud as well, depending where I am reading the comment. Because do your homework, people. It's very important to know that if you attack somebody or if you make fun of somebody, you know exactly what you're talking about. Otherwise, shit backfires. Love you all. Subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So come on over guys and join the fun.